We're live. Oh my god, my throat. Hello, all my lovely little cats and kittens, and welcome to another Nate Iverson live stream. Today, we are still working on the iDog project. This is going to be the project that we're working on for the conceivable future, probably for the next couple months, hopefully. It'd be cool if it was less than that, but it will probably be the next couple months. And what is the iDog project, you ask? We are taking the iDog, this little toy dog that dances to your iPod music. We're reverse engineering it. We're trying to recreate it in CAD, but with a little bit of a twist. Instead of this little, instead of the normal head, I want to replace the head with a cassette player. And I want the iDog to dance to the music that's playing in the cassette player. Yeah, that's more or less the plan. And it's what we've spent the last 2 streams doing. I've been trying to specifically work on the gearbox of iDog. It has a little gearbox on the inside. The whole toy just has one motor in it, and the motor has 2 independent outputs, which is interesting. It has, if it spins one way, it turns the head back and forth, and if it spins the other way, it moves the ears, which is kind of cool. And I've been, trying, failing, making a little bit of progress in Fusion 360, trying to recreate this gear system. This is where we ended at the last unlisted stream. We not super far. We got the N20 motor in. That's the motor that I want to use on this thing. I was able to get a worm gear attached on the end of it, and was able to spin this little worm wheel. But I guess I had a couple thoughts hit me late at night after I was done this, that I'm not. Well, the way I'm going to be manufacturing these parts is likely going to be just my 3D printer back here, my Ender 3, which is a decent printer, but it's like, these parts are really small. Like, this motor is going to be super, super small, and these gears are going to be super small. And I'm skeptical that my 3D printer is going to be able to really produce these super well. And if it does produce them, I'm worried about how they might last over time. And I think maybe this whole time I've been a little bit too married to the idea of producing this worm drive system myself. Because basically all we need the worm drive for is to take this motion that's rotating, on this one axis, and then, we want it to kind of turn 90 degrees. That doesn't make a ton of sense. But basically, I'm saying I don't think we need to produce our own worm gear. I think we can just blow past this, forget the worm drive. If I just get an N20 motor with an axle that, instead of going, this way back and forth, it will go like 90 degrees turn. And they do sell these. I added one to my Amazon cart. I think if I just use one of these, which, by the way, I think has a worm gear, in there, in that little box. I think if I just get one of these with this box, prefabbed, this is the way to do it. It doesn't really matter to me that I'm designing gears on my own. I just need it to overall work. So I think we're going to use this kind of motor instead. Or I guess, same motor but different kind of gearbox attached to it. So let's see if we can download one of those. The burps always hit me only when I start live streaming, when I would prefer that they didn't. So I think this looks like the one that's on Amazon. I think this is, yeah, they just didn't model out all the gears and stuff in there, but they don't really need to. Yeah, I think that's the one. We'll just assume that's the one. We'll download. Just the right angle N20, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, that will remove the need for us to have the worm drive. We're still going to need our own gears on top of this, but just the worm gear is just adding a little bit of extra complexity that I don't necessarily want to deal with, you know? We'll put this in here, we'll load it into Fusion 360, upload, put this in here, upload, okay, cool. And you know what, let's get Light Buddy up again. It's not super necessary, because there's no one in the audience, but I don't know. I like knowing that if nobody's got me, that Light Buddy's got me. Light Buddy, if you're new to the channel, Light Buddy is just my little chat bot that sits in the live chat, and you can type commands to it and it'll change the color of the light bulbs in my room. And I just like having them around, even when no one else is. I just have to say yes, give it some permissions, yes, continue. Okay. And if I type in chat, nice. Okay, everything is still working. That's good. I actually need to leave the room for just a second. I'll be back. I'll change the lights to red for now. Why not? Why not? It's like the nether in here. It's like the nether in here. Alright. Alright. We are back. Let's change those lights back. Let's change that back to white. Okay. Yeah, okay. So let's get this right angle N20 motor in here. Insert into current design. Yeah. And we will just say forget everything else. Don't want any of it. Yeah, delete everything. Okay. A fresh start for us. And then I had a second thought, which is a lot of my understanding and intuition with gears all comes from my time playing with Lego Technic. That's a huge shaft. Is that how big? That's what she said. Okay. That is a huge shaft. Is that how big it is on the? Looks a little bit bigger here. No. Maybe it's that big. No, I don't know. This looks a little big. We'll. I don't know. I guess we'll assume it's the right size. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. We'll trial and error it. But what I was saying was, a lot of my intuition when it comes to gears and gear systems comes from playing with Lego Technic. I kind of assume most of you are familiar with Lego Technic. So there's like the Lego brick system that everybody for sure knows, but there's also a pretty popular system that Lego has called Technic, which is more for moving parts and kind of mechanical systems. Like they have gear systems, you know. It's a system built with axles and rods instead of bricks. It allows you to make some pretty cool stuff, some super cool stuff. And specifically, well, if we're going to talk Lego Technic, I was a big Bionicle boy. I know we got some Bionicle fans in chat too, hopefully. And Bionicle was kind of an extension of Lego Technic, but more into like an action figure side of things with like things that snap together. But Bionicles also had these like gear systems and stuff. And also, I really had I liked playing with Mindstorms. Lego Mindstorms. I had Mindstorms NXT 2.0, which was also Lego Technic, or it built on the Lego Technic system, but it was a full-fledged robotics system, which was super cool. And it had like the NXT brain brick, which is like the microprocessor. Well, I don't know if we can call it micro. Like the processor, the processing unit. It had servo motors you could connect in, different sensors. There were touch sensors, light sensors, ultrasonic sensors, and other sensors that you could buy additionally, which I didn't. But there was a ton of stuff that you could buy for this system. And you could make like a ton of, you know, cool, crazy stuff with it. You can make this alligator thing was pretty cool, and you could code it. Like it had like its own proprietary like drag and drop programming system. So you could do like pretty complex stuff with these things, which was cool. But all this to say that I've spent a lot of time with Lego Technic, and I was thinking if it's possible, it might be cool if we actually made this gearbox utilize some of the gears straight from Lego Technic. We might have to print. We'll have to print some custom components still, but if we made it like Lego compatible, I thought that would be kind of cool. And especially since Lego, you know, they already have, you know, a ton of gears and stuff. All this stuff manufactured. It's precisely made. It's gonna be more precise than if I 3D print it myself, and it'll be like dirt cheap, anyways. But I need to see. It might be a terrible idea, by the way. I don't know. We're doing trial and error. Oh my god, the burps are hitting me again. This is nuts. We're gonna see if the sizing of Lego gears even makes sense. I think like some of these little ones might work. And I think that we can get the CAD models, Lego Gear CAD. Yeah, Lego Gear CAD. Lego Technic gears. Yes. So I mean, we'll start. This motor is super small, by the way. I know I've said that a couple times, but this is super small, so maybe we'll try importing one of the smaller Lego gears and see sizing wise how that looks. That's, yeah, let's download. We're downloading. Eight minutes. That's an 8-minute download. This is crazy. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I really had Lego on the mind, because the system. I mean, all right, we disconnected for a minute. Some of that is just going to be lost, I suppose. That's fine. But we're back. But I was saying, we're talking about Lego. We're talking. Is this download even moving? Resuming. Because it shouldn't take a super long time to download this. I was saying, come on. Yeah, screw this. We will download it a second time. Maybe. Why is my internet so bad right now? Is my question. Cancelled. Okay. Okay, we're back to it being kind of normal. Yeah, the gearbox is based on what I'm seeing with the iDog, but as far as like understanding it, this video helps me a lot. Because as I said, it has kind of a direction splitter inside the iDog. The motor spins one way, it activates one output. The other way, it activates the other output, and it's very similar to what we're seeing here. Hopefully that helps you visualize kind of what we're building. It's kind of cool. And then more complex stuff happens after this too. But yeah, that's more or less what we're building. The shape is going to be a little bit different, but that's roughly what we're trying to make. And the download is going crazy slow again. I would prefer if my internet was not ass. On OBS, can I change the settings while I'm streaming, or is that going to be crazy? Yeah, well, is my stream? This download is not super good, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That is okay. Anyways, maybe I can try and construct what I'm thinking of just inside Bricklink Studio here, using this video kind of as a reference. Yeah, that's what we'll do for now while that's downloading. The download, hopefully my internet stops acting crazy and that will pick up a little bit, but that's okay. That is okay. Anyways, we're just gonna build Lego together, you and I, and that should be fun. So we can imagine that this is going right on the end of the motor, or maybe we should use one of the little bit of a bigger one. Let's just use this for now. So and the nice thing about Lego is they put a lot of thought. They put a lot of thought into everything they do. And they put a lot of thought into making sure that everything is like kind of spaced out evenly, and everything just kind of makes sense and just kind of, you know, just kind of works together nicely. You know, even though we've got gears with different sizes, different amounts of teeth, everything kind of just plays nice. And it'll take a little bit less brain power for me. Yeah, I think there's nothing to be ashamed of for, you know, trying to do things in a simple way that makes sense when, you know, when the goal is to make something, you know, the goal is the end result, you know. I think any closer to that end result is worthwhile to do. So let's say, let me think here. Let's look at Technic pieces here. Technic. Technic linker. Technic plate, Technic lift arm. I see. Technic lift arm thick, 1x11, 1x9. Let's drop a 1x9 in here. Yes. Okay, and we will place motor, Technic linker. I've never used Studio for Technic. I hope it's not too much of a pain. Connect that to, no, connect that, is that right? That looks good. Okay. And then connect this here. That looks pretty good. Okay. That's something. That is something. Does that look right? I move it. Okay. And let's connect like that on top of her. Like that. Connect. Yeah, Lego Technic, I don't know, I really just enjoyed it as a kid. I liked seeing the systems come together. I liked making things move. It's like, yeah, I don't know, it's just pretty fun. It's just pretty fun. Select this and select both of these and then rotate. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. So I can do that. Yeah, okay, we can do that. But in this case, we wouldn't. I see. We would use a different linker. We would use something more like yeah, one of these cross axles with a stopper. And we would let me think for just a second. Yes, do I? Sorry, I just need 1 second to enter my my mind palace here, and try to think about how to accomplish what I want to accomplish in the least possible steps. This is gonna come together pretty quick. I just having a tough time really visualizing what I'm trying to accomplish here. We'll get Light Buddy to turn us red while we're in the Mind Palace. At least we'll try. Yeah, okay. We're in the Mind Palace. We're thinking. Because I do have the gearbox from the dog to reference. But just because that's how Hasbro did it doesn't necessarily mean it's the most efficient way for me to do it. I guess what I want... So I want it to be that if I have a gear directly like so. Yeah, this is just fully a Lego stream now, but I'm not mad about it. I am not mad about it. Put this on this, and the idea is when it's directly beside this. Can I color these? Yeah, okay, so coloring is going to help. Coloring is going to help in theory. So this red gear, can I make this red? Will it let me? Okay, so this red gear is the one this will be directly connected to the motor. This one will I don't know, just like an intermediate one. Sure, this blue. Probably losing everyone right now, but I'll get you guys right back. I promise. Because I want to have let's bust out another one of these guys. So I want to have like bear with me. Well, imagine having output 1 up here and having output 2 down here. So I want to have, I mean, these outputs are way too high, but I want it so that when this gear, we'll say this is like the engager gear, sure. We want this engager gear when it's directly in the middle. I don't want it to engage with either output 1. We'll say output 1 is, sure, output 1 is green. Output 2 is yellow. Sure. So yeah, I want it so that when this gear is in the middle here, it's not engaging with output 1 green or output 2 yellow, but I want it so that this gear will be able to swing up and engage with output 1 green and swing down and engage with input 2, which is yellow. And in order to do that, let's see. So this guy is using larger gears, but I want this whole system to be as small as we can make it. I think this guy has smaller systems too. Yeah, so he has this, which is exactly what I'm talking about. Here, when it's in the middle, this gear can't engage with either outputs, but it can swing a little bit to the left, engage with this, swing a little bit to the right, engage with this. And that's what I want. But the shape, I just need So we're gonna have the motor here. It's gonna have this. Perhaps we need. I think we are gonna need to work in the third dimension. Or maybe we just need larger gears here. And the download is still crawling. I think we can get even if I fully remove this and select maybe even just like that is good enough. Is it possible? So this would engage with both. So yeah, that would just barely engage with both. Okay, I think that solves any questions that I had. And then I can bump this there, I can delete that. Okay, yeah, and then I just need, is there a, what do we call this piece? This is a Technic lift arm. Is there a 1x2 lift arm? Is this, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, Chad, I think we've got something. I think we've got something interesting. I will oh, why is it colliding? I know I didn't talk that through the absolute best, but I'm still just trying to to comprehend what I'm building here myself. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Getting a text from Ina, gotta reply to that. Still alive. Maybe let's go back to the white. We're exiting the Mind Palace a little bit. Oh my lord. Oh Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. Whew. Okay. Okay. Technic. Technic. Axle with. Do I want 3 long? I want 4 long. 4 long with a stopper. That's what I want. Yeah. So this connect. Yeah, like that. I'm going to, How do I get this to just sit? Nice. I guess I'll delete that. We might... I guess we just have to do this a little bit janky. I'm also not an expert at Bricklink Studio. This is kind of just even more CAD. It's CAD all the way down. Alright. Do that. And then I can connect this. I can connect like this to, no? Connect this to that? Okay, that looks right. Does that look right? Sure. We will connect this to that. And then we can move that there, get an axle, friction ridges without friction ridges. I guess we'll do, sure, we'll try with ridges. We will connect like this here. Yeah. So I think that is. Oh, how does this work? Ooh, okay, we can move the whole system. So this can swing up. Does that engage? Oh no, maybe it doesn't. Oh. Do we have to? Oh, I thought that would engage. I guess it makes sense that it doesn't. We might. Yeah, it makes sense that it doesn't engage. I wasn't super thinking. So perhaps in that case, that's too bad. I'm gonna have to use a bigger gear. Let's put this. Lift arm. For lift arm, put this here. Technic. Axle. Just do this for now. Connect. So push this here. Go like so. This might be a little more efficient if interesting. If I actually just had Lego with me, but I do not, and that's okay. Why? Oh, okay. Will this mesh with that? Connect, 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 connect. That? Okay, so that won't engage at all. Let's get maybe a bigger gear. Bigger than that. And at a certain point, I question how small we can truly get this. Maybe this will work. If I keep those ones small and then connect slightly bigger ones here. Connect. Connect, connect, connect. I think this will actually work. I think if this swings, this swings up, that will engage for sure. And then if it swings down, that'll engage. I think this works. I think this works. Oh. EOF occurred in violation of protocol. Interesting. What did they do to you, Light Buddy? What did they do? Light Buddy's not doing so hot. Or maybe it's okay. Continue. Now let's try Light Buddy again. Will Light Buddy work? Let's see. He's struggling. He's struggling for sure. I wonder, maybe this is just another piece of my internet being really bad. And I think a piece of that is the fact that I'm streaming at 60 frames a second, which is honestly completely overkill. And I think it's bringing the network to its knees. And yeah, it's making downloads take way longer than they should. I think, at least for now, that might be this stream. But we're going to have another one really soon. We're going to have one that's actually live and actually public really soon. I've just been testing a couple things on my own. And the fact that we're having these internet problems now is good. That's kind of exactly why I'm doing this kind of stuff. I might even have another unlisted stream today, but we'll see how that goes. But for now, I'll set up the goodbye, a little goodbye page. Oh my God, my tablet is fighting me. I'll say goodbye for now. Thank you everybody who tuned in. Goodbye. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone who tunes in. I hope that you are able to, I don't know, maybe learn something or have fun and just have a good time while we're here. Each stream we're not making a ton of progress, stream by stream, but I think very soon we're going to start seeing the cumulative effects of streaming every day is going to add up. And yeah, I think we're going to start seeing some big leaps soon. But for now, I'll say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.